You are listening to The Michael Lodge Show. Wealth, business, and taxes. Oh yeah, and some politics. Let's get started.
Hey, good morning. This is Mike Lodge. I'm glad that you're here. My gosh, you know what? I'm so pissed off this morning. Truly pissed off. And the reason why, and the whole reason why, is because we've got two buffoons in Washington, D.C. who think that they can spend our money any which way they want to and do nothing for the American people. Now, they have this omnibus spending bill. Nancy Pelosi came up with it. Chuck McConnell came up with it. Mitch McConnell came up with it. Mitchy babe. And what did the American people get out of it? Absolutely nothing. This COVID bill that they said was supposed to help the American people does absolutely nothing for the American people. I'm going to go through the spending that they want to do in this omnibus spending COVID bill, which is a total bunch of stupidity and nonsense. And if you as an American are falling for this, thinking it's going to help the American people, then I pity you, because what we're seeing is total stupidity. Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell have come up with this spending bill that goes to foreign countries, but does nothing. I'm going to go through it does nothing for the American people. So let's go through it right now. On domestic spending. Now, I want you to realize that all of these places are closed because of COVID, but they still want to spend money on it. Kennedy Center, $24.4 million. Smithsonian, $1 billion. National Art Gallery, $154 million. National Art and Humanities, $167 million. The W. Wilson Center, $14 million. All of those places are closed. No one's going to it. No one's seeing it. It's closed. My gosh, you know what? If these places are not able to sustain themselves, then we have a problem here. Bad management is called the problem. If an organization cannot sustain itself, cannot bring in enough revenue for their own entities, there is a problem. Bad management, because they think that the government's going to come and they're going to be bailed out. So they think they're going to get all this money so they can spend. Now let's talk about the foreign countries, because this is what really peeves me off more than anything else, and it should you too. They want to give to Egypt $1.3 billion. Sudan, $700 million. Ukraine, $453 million. Israel, $500 million. Nepal, $130 million. Burma, $135 million. Cambodia, $85.5 million. Pakistan, $25 million. Asia, RIA, I'm not quite sure what that means. Asia, $1.4 million. I'm sorry, $1.4 billion. Now, how much do you think they're giving back to the American people and small business? Well, let's start with small business first. Zero. Nothing. No money's going to small business to help them out. How much is going to the American people? Now, I want you to think about what I'm going to say here, because Nancy Pelosi, at the first stimulus package that was passed, she said it was crumbs. Crumbs. It was over $1,000. And it was crumbs to the American people. I'm telling you, what she's giving you now is sand. It's sand. $600. $600 measly old dollars. What is that going to pay for? Listen, Republicans and Democrats who voted for this bill should be voted out of office. They should be out. They should be gone. They should be terminated. because this is such a bad bill. It was worse than Nancy's first bill. Now she comes up with this bill, and it's even worse. And she expects the American people to go, wow, this is really great. Look what she's doing for the American people, when she's doing absolutely nothing for the American people. And then Mitch McConnell comes along and says, yeah, we're going to pass this bill, and we're going to try to get a veto override so that the president can't veto it. Listen, the president came out last night and said he is not going to pass this bill. It's a stupid bill. It's a omnibus spending bill that spends on foreign countries but not on the American people. Do you know how many American businesses are going out of business because they have no help? The governments have literally shut them down, and they get nothing. Zero. Zilcho. And the American people get $600. How stupid do these politicians really think that we are? And here we are just sitting here taking it like idiots. Americans, listen, this is a big deal. What the House did and what the Senate did. And I'm so proud of senators who voted against this bill, because it really is a worthless bill to the American people. It does absolutely no help to the American people. Now, it does do a lot of help to Egypt, and it gives a whole lot of help to Pakistan, so that they can have their gender study or something like that. I'm not quite sure what it was for. But this is absolutely nonsense. Egypt's getting $1.3 trillion. Billion dollars, I mean. $1.3 billion. Billion dollars could do a whole bunch for the American people, especially small businesses. I have been fighting for small businesses over the last few months, and government does not care. That's why American businesses were on our own. And if you think that you're going to be locked down anymore by these governments to destroy your business, and if you're going to allow them to do that, then you should not be in business no more. And for us American people who are sitting here taking this crap from Washington, D.C. of trying to spend our money on other countries but not on the American people, we're full of crap. And if you don't speak out about it, if you don't tell these politicians, hey, enough of this spending. Enough of this. We don't want these countries getting this money when the American people need the money more. Americans come before any other country out there. The American people are hurting. The American businesses, small businesses, are trying to survive every single day as we go through this lockdown. The restaurants are in trouble. The barber shops are in trouble. Everybody in small business are trying to survive, and you are trying to lock us down and try to destroy us, but you're not willing to give anything to a small business person to keep their business going. How imbeciles are these people? How stupid are these people in Washington, D.C.? I'm sorry, but I've had enough. And I'm calling upon every single American, whoever listens to this, please call, don't write, call your local, your congressman, your senator, and say, this is stupid. And if they voted for it, you hold them accountable for that stupid vote. Listen, we are Americans, and we have been hit hard by this COVID nonsense. We have been controlled by state and local governments to shut us down and to kill us almost. And some businesses have been killed. There used to be that during the COVID virus that there was 60,000 small businesses. Now it's over 100,000 small businesses that are gone, that are filing for bankruptcy. They're gone. But the government wants to give Pakistan money so that they can study transgender or gender studies. While the small mom and pop operation, the pizza place who has been there for a long time, who have been shut down for months, the restaurant up in San Francisco who have been in business for years and years, and they've been loyal, paying their monthly rent even though they didn't have any money coming in. but they were trying to keep their business together. I know I talked to these people by phone. I've talked to them. I have felt their pain. I have heard their pain. And yet they get no help. They get nothing from the United States government to say, listen, we hear your pain. We know your pain. But instead, what do? They say, we know that you're hurting, but you know what? Pakistan needs that money for gender studies. Egypt needs $1.2 trillion, $1 billion to do whatever. To buy weaponry, not from us, but from Russia or China. I love this country. I really, truly do. I'm hoping that this is going to be my last podcast on politics for this year. Because I really want to start 2021 with an upbeat mode. You know, that heart that beats faster and stronger and more excited because something great is going to happen in 2021. But if Congress and Senate continue to do stupid things like this, we are in trouble. We're going to be fighting for the next 4 years. McConnell, do something better for the American people. Pelosi, stop playing stupidity politics and do something for the American people instead of for your power base. Because I've had it with all of you. I'm beginning to wonder if there's any politician that we can actually believe or support out there or really understand that they're fighting for the American people. I don't see anybody fighting for that small business guy down the street from my house here, saying, you know what, we're going to help you. No, but instead we're sending our money to Pakistan. I love this country. I love these small businesses. I talk to them every single day. I get emails from them every single day. And I hear their pain and I understand what they're going through. And I've even asked you attorneys, listen, you attorneys that are sitting out there, please do some pro bono work for these people to keep them in business. Because they need to continue to have their doors open and serving the people. Serving the public, serving the community, serving their neighborhood, serving their city. This is, when you're in small business, it's a service to those people in your community. But they're getting no help, no understanding, no care, no love, nothing from the federal government or even from the state and local governments because they don't care about us anymore. Target gets to keep their stores open. People walking around freely. Home Depot gets to remain open. Lowe's gets to be remained open. Costco gets to be remained open. All these stores, these big old stores, they're up and they're running because they're essential. But the small business guy is considered not to be essential. You're meaningless in the government's eyes. So listen, my friends out there in small business, you're not alone. You are not alone. There are people here trying to fight for you. And it's time that we American people start fighting for the small business guy and for the American people. And we need to tell these people in Congress and people in the Senate that their actions are no longer going to be tolerated by us, the taxpayer, who funds these things. Our money is being wasted. And we need to do something about it. So I'm asking every single person that can hear my voice, pick up the phone. And I want you to call every single office of every single congresswoman or man. I want you to contact every single senator. And I want you to pound on them and say, this is not right. America comes before Pakistan. America comes before Egypt. America comes before all of these other countries. But right now, what we're seeing is a dismissal of the American people. They say it's a COVID thing. They say that they're going to take care of all this COVID stuff. But then we see that they're giving away billions and billions and billions of dollars to foreign nations instead of the American people who need it.
Okay, I found this on the web. Forgive
Yeah, see what happens? Google pops up. Google pops up. I said giving away millions and billions, and Google pops up with the answer. Stupid Google, I tell you, it pops up all the time when I don't want it to pop up. It starts telling me stuff. It's listening to every single word I say. I say. I think. I think I say. No, I say. Well, whatever it is.
I don't know what that means.
Oh,
If you like, I can search the web for.
my goodness. Google. That's another problem. That's another problem, and it's going to be another discussion. But we, as American people, we have got to get our act together, and we have got to put these politicians in their place. We do not work for them, they work for us, and we have got to tell them today, at this very moment, through an email, through a letter, through a phone message, call them, pound on them. I don't care if they're at recess or not. Stupidity gets a phone call. And it comes from the American people to the stupid politician who voted for this bill. This bill is worthless. The American people are being ripped off. And it's being ripped off by Nancy Pelosi, her Democratic followers in the Congress, and the Senate. And I'm so thankful to those senators who said, no, we are not going to vote for this bill. So now it's time for us, after this dirty political season that we just went through, and we're still going through, it's still not over. And now we have to deal with this mess that the Congress is creating. Spending our taxpayer money that we worked for, that we sent to them. Involuntarily, by the way. Nothing about it was voluntary. And then Congress and the Senate, they connived together to create this omnibus spending COVID virus bill that does absolutely zero for the American people. Hold them responsible. Hold them accountable and tell them, no, you're not going to support this bill. You're not going to support this bill. The president has every right, and he's he's spot right on when he says he's going to veto this bill because it is not for the American people. Come on, you guys, get on your phones, get on your emails. Get to contacting those senators and congressmen today. They need to hear from you. And you tell them, stop being stupid with my money. Stop it! Listen, we have just a few more hours, really, basically, before it's Christmas time. And I don't know if I'm going to do a podcast tomorrow. I'm going to try to do one tomorrow. But I want to let every single one of you know how much you mean to me. As a podcaster, if you're listening to me, you mean a tremendous amount to me. And I want to wish every single one of you a very, very Merry Christmas. And I hope that you're spending time with your loved ones and your families and your children around that tree, giving thanks, having good meals, laughing, joking, not worrying about government for one single day, but just knowing that you are family. And that Christmas has a special meaning to families. Because a child was born. A child was born. I love Christmas. And I love every single one of you. Go out there and have a great day. Listen, if you want to send me a text or a comment, send it to me at 818. Text it to me. 818-252-5682. Again, that's 818-252-5682. And then if you want to email me, send it to info, at lodge, lodge-co.com. And I will answer every single one. No matter how mean you are to me, I will still answer you in a nice way. With a smile. If you want to support my podcast, please go to a new website that's been designed for us. And it's buymeacoffee.com/ Michael Lodge. You can support me there. Small amounts of money. We're just asking for small amounts of donations so that we can keep this going, so that we can keep out there with you guys and keep talking with you and having our coffees together. Except this morning I have hot cocoa. I felt like hot cocoa, so I got a hot cocoa. But at least we can sit down, we can drink our hot tea or coffee or cocoa and have a conversation together. Again, if you want to send me a text at 818-252-5682 and want to talk to me about anything, I'll be more than happy to. I'm here for you guys. If you guys are in small business, I am here for you. If you have a question regarding your small business or questions about the end of year or taxation or whatever it is, I'm here for you. I'll try and answer every single question that you send to me. That's pretty good, huh? I think so. I'm an old man. Okay, you guys, everyone go out and have a great day. Have a very merry spirit today and a Christmas spirit. Have a nice cup of coffee or cocoa, whatever it is that you love, and enjoy today. A lot of you are off. A lot of you are spending time with your family, running around trying to get that last minute gift. I know you because I've done it too. I'm done with my shopping. All of my shopping has been sent off to all the people who I bought for. I am done. I am guilt-free. Okay, you guys, we'll talk with you soon. This is Mike Lodge. Have a great day and God bless. This podcast has been produced by Michael Lodge, fully focused on content. Talk with you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.